One second here. Good afternoon, Shaggy SoCal to a Forza and another track guide. Again, this will be race 2 for our first week in the NASCAR for this upcoming season of Thursday Night Thunder, and we're going to short track it. Eaglerock Speedway. Not really going to do much of a this is going to be more just I'm just going to go out and do the mock race or do the race sim of what I think the race length will be. But yeah, because again, it's an oval. I can probably talk about what I'm doing or what I'm looking at, of what I think the car wants. I got 63 laps, so I think there'll be plenty of time to talk about what I'm doing. To that end, as far as tire strategies, this one's going to be it's as far as that 60% threshold. At least on my controller tests like that, I was hitting that on laps, soft, medium, and hard, laps 10, 15, and 20. It's a 63 lap race. It looks like it's gonna be a three stopper, or not three stop. Yeah, it's gonna be a three stopper because again, we can't run. It's not like we can run the hard tires the entire race. I mean, if we could just run the hard tire the entire race, then it'd be a two stopper, and you would just kind of push the tires an extra lap on each stint. But no, we've got to go to the medium or the soft compound. So that's gonna add a stop to it. At that point, then it's up to you on how do you want to strategize your tire strategy. The safest bet, it's definitely, I would say, interesting. At least my brain initially goes 2 stints on the hards, a stint in the medium, short stint on the medium, and then a stint in the soft. But depending on what you get for your tire wear and how comfortable you feel with the car and what it's doing once it gets past that 60% threshold, there's various combinations that you might try. Maybe you try running, maybe you run 1 stint on the hards, and maybe you try pushing the mediums a little bit past. Again, I think your mileage may vary. It'll be interesting to see what everybody comes up with. But I think the easy strategy to spot is 2 stints on the hard, stint in the medium, short stint. You only need to do like 13 laps, and then a stint in the soft to finish the race out. That is assuming that 63 laps is what we're actually going to be running. So we'll see how that works out, because I think when I just did like my hard the hard lap time or whatever on the hards was about 27 seconds, and that came out to about 66 laps for a 30-minute race. Factoring in pit stops, I took 3 laps off, and just to kind of account for that. So we'll see where I come up with on the race time. But that is enough of me talking. The other thing, and just kind of poking around, as far as the setup, I'm finding on the ovals that, again, the AIs, the driver tires, are not bound by the same rules we are as far as tire compound and like that. So they're going to run the softest compound, and they're going to push. Usually they tend to push past that 60% mark. They're also stupidly aggressive. And again, I do have the driver tire difficulty set up to 8. So to kind of rein them in a little bit, I did do a bucket with them. So I have me, and I don't know if the half-second roll-off, I think that's enough to make sure that I start at the back. For them, again, I'm going to put them. What I did was I took away a little bit of their grip and a little bit of the power. I think that will still, again, it's just trying to balance the field out, because for me, it does me no good to be in a race with the driver tires if I don't have some traffic to work with, both trying to pass people, but also being passed, comers and goers, because there's going to be different tire strategies. So that's what I did for them. But then the rest of the rules are pretty much the same. Sport rules, we're going to do a rolling start. I did specify we're all going to have to make 3 stops. So that's all the introduction I'm going to give here for this one. Let's just go ahead and get into the race. I am actually going to start on the hard compound. I'm going to run one kind of strategy experiment just to kind of see what the car feels like. I'm going to go long on the very first stint in the hards. I'm going to try and get 23 laps out of them, see what those last 2 or 3 are going to be like. At that point, if I can do 23 and feel comfortable, then I'll do 20, and then I can actually then do the last two stints on the soft compounds, 10 laps apiece. I'm also going to play around with the fuels, though I think, uh, given the fuel loads, I think for both hards, I'm going to have to go 30% and carry a little extra fuel. But once I get down to the soft tires, then it's a question of, do I want to go, I can't go 10%. I'm not sure how low I can go. I may just have to run, I just may have to run 25% fuel and just, only not have to get gas on the last one. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm not good. I'm not good with the strategies. So let's go ahead and get this one. I want to go 25 laps so I can actually put 30% fuel in. That gives me a little bit extra. Actually, I can tailor this a little bit more. 28%. Hard compound. And so for the event itself, I'm actually, just for sake of stream, again, we're running NASCAR. We don't have headlights, but it is an oval. I think since we're going to probably be running a lot of date races on the road courses, I think Matt's probably going to, put his thumb on the scale, so to speak, and make us run night races. So we will either be going into darkness, or I don't know. Maybe he'll say no, screw it. We can run day and night at the ovals. Let's see where the chips fall. But I'm going to do a sunset race because that'll at least give me a good idea of visibility. All right, 63 laps, Eaglerock Speedway. I'm going to start back. Let's see what we do. I'm going to jam the throttle immediately because we're all going to be a little slow off the get-go. The high side, somebody's already in the wall, haven't even gotten to turn one. Little Tony Kanaan move on the outside. And I'm in the wall. It's bound to happen at some point. The other thing I'm finding is the driver cars are they give no quarter. Move up a couple of spots here. Okay, so the line I tend to take in, I tend to straight line dive into the apex a little bit sooner than the AI does. They take a little more of the traditional arc out. At least in my own testing, I'm finding, at least on the hard tires right now, you really aren't going to be able to coast the car in, or it's just going to wash up the track. So you will need to brake. And what I've been using is, on the back straight, I'm going to use that last light pole, brake just as I get to it, to get the car to the bottom, and I'm just going to try and protect the bottom as best I can. Roll back into the throttle, and out onto the back stretch, and I'm going to use the scoring tower to be my braking marker here. Again, not a huge heavy brake, just enough. Slow the car down, get some weight up the front tires, get it to grip up, and then just balance the car with the right foot on the way through. I wash a little bit high. I'm not trying to bring the car all the way back down. I am going to just try and work with it as Nature Boy puts me in the wall. Get him a little loose, and then we get passed by Gizzy. And I get in the wall again. If you're going to practice against the driver, ooh, that's a little hot, I'm pushing high. Here comes Nate. You're going to put me in the wall again? No, you're going to try and spin me out. Yeah, if you're going to practice against the driver tires, they will. They have no reservations about putting the bumper to you. The other thing I'm doing, because it's such a long race, is I'm going to put my left hand towards the top of the wheel, and that way I'm going to pull down with my left arm more than push with the right. It's going to save. Nate, stop it. It's going to save a little wear and tear on the delts there on the right shoulder, from what how we traditionally hold the wheel, when we're road coursing it. That way, when I'm in mid-corner, my hands are almost the position of the wheel. It's almost at 9 and 3. Okay, I think now we're back into a little bit of a rhythm. Soletti's in the lead. Pushing high. Again, if the car starts to wash out, again, just back out of the throttle, balance it. It's not about trying to get back to the bottom. Once you've lost the bottom, just get the car settled and out of the corner, because the second you start washing up the track, if someone's close enough behind you, they'll probably take a look. And the last thing you want to do is do something unexpected and then come back down on them, and then you have spin outs and people start yelling and screaming over Discord, and it's no fun anymore. Okay, so I'm going to try their line. So let's break a little more in a straight line and then arc in. We are gaining on Nebuchadnezzar. Whoops. The art of this track is being as smooth as possible, gently, turning the car in, but then also coming out of the corner, being able to unwind the wheel smoothly. It'll help preserve your tires. This is going to be a long race. We got a little too early to the throttle. I guess he got a little twitchy there up ahead. Okay, got the run. Excuse me, Dan. Okay, we know who was on soft tires. Going high. So again, just going to work with it. I'm already out of the groove. Let Dan by. Save myself from getting put in the wall. I'll take another look as he sweeps across the outside. Laps in. Going in the pits, thank you. That'll be the other thing we want to be aware of, is just who's going to be going into the pits when, especially if you've got traffic around you. Okay, so I'm on mostly worn tires. Got a group of cars that just came out of the pits behind me, and they push high again. These last couple of laps are going to get interesting. I'm pretty sure they're going to catch me up, and then it's just a question of, can I avoid being taken out? Because again, the driver tires here seem to have 0 F's to give about whether you're there or not. They will just drive as if you're not. rodeo. Getting a little revenge for the bump at Bathurst. Oh, going way high. Laps of fuel. I just need to get to 23. I can already feel the cars not quite as grippy. And the lap time show it too. I'm already down 2/10. Moderate. So things are going to get sketchier. Come on. Give up the bottom and drift church through. It's not for position. Again, long race. Lots of laps. We're going to box this lap. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Big push. All right. So 22. Fine. That 23rd lap is tough. We get to the inside. Brake down to 3. Okay. First stint done. So now that I've done the extra 3 laps, I'm just going to do 20 on the hards, and then I'll switch to softs for the rest of the race. Hard tires, must refuel. Unfortunately, I got to take a little extra fuel more than I need. But so, pit exit. What I would suggest is just from the couple I've done. Don't be full throttle. As soon as it releases you, go to second, then roll in. Keep it to the inside until turn 3, just so you're not in somebody's way. Like I was just there, though it's like, how do you not see that I want to be down there? But... So lap 43. We'll pit then for softs. But I'm going to stay a little high this time. And yeah, I brought the car back down a little bit, but I didn't have anybody behind me, so I wasn't worried about pinching somebody low. Easy got a little loose. So had to check up, not enough. And then I'm going high again. You can see where the driver tires are just nailing the throttle in mid-corner. You can see the back end step out. That's why you see the line of the tire marks that they're leaving there in between one and two. They're not taking a very smooth line out of that corner. Much better than 3 and 4. I say that because he twitches. Whoa! It's almost a Code Brown moment. Okay, so a little less traffic. Let's see if I can. Halfway through. Quite get the car slowed down enough to stay on the bottom. It came up like a freight train. Again, comers and goers. I'm on. Tires are worn. He's probably on fresh tires. I stayed out of the throttle because I just know once they kind of commit to making that inside pass on the exit, they just go right to the wall as if you're not there. So better to back out. Let him go. It's not for position. That's the other thing. The apron is, even though it's a short oval, That apron is a little bit treacherous. If you get too far over the white line, it will unsettle the back of the car. Oh, as I'm going to be out of the groove here a little bit, and he's going to go by. No, I'm here. Leave me alone. I'll leave you a lane. You got a whole lane there. You don't have to hit me. Draft. Tires are definitely where are we at right now? Almost 50% as I test the test the outside wall. Way high. It's not a good lap. Box. Oh, got in a little deep. Bring it back down low. Okay, so we're gonna go to softs. Tires, and I'm just going to take the fuel I need for the rest of the race. Again, having to carry a little more fuel than I need, but at least I won't need to stop for fuel on the final stop. See where we come out at, and again, exiting pits, don't hold the throttle, stay off the throttle. As soon as you release second gear, roll in. We're up in 8, and we're on our own. And we have grip. So 40, so 53. Definitely brake a little bit deeper into the corner because I've got grip. Start working traffic. That tends to play in my favor, but let's see how the driver tires do here. one of these races where I'm contemplating whether, I've got the proximity radar that pops up, but, you know, should I also turn the proximity arrows back on? Because again, the radar it's just the immediate, area around your car. It wouldn't see, like if I'm all the way at the wall, it's not going to pick up a car that's all the way at the bottom of the track. So the proximity arrows may help with that. Oh!
Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
All right, wait. So I was stupid and clipped the outside wall. I have no control of my car. I get hit by the driver that should have been paying attention, and I get the penalty. So here's the thing. Give yourself a little bit of wiggle room on the outside wall, because it will catch you. Probably done wonders for my tire wear. Okay, I'm going to be pitting here in a lap. And I'm actually getting well, there's minor. So yeah, okay. So soft tires usually minor, you'll get about another lap before they go to 60%. So so I'm going to exit the corner about mid-track, go down low. There's a FRR. Okay, soft tires, I can skip that. And let's see if we can catch Saletti. Throttle, wait till it releases. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're on 11th. Second half penalty. Let's see if we can get that top 10. Not hit the wall. Forgetting soft tires again and lean on them a little bit more. Where I can give it a little bit more steering angle, a little bit more aggressive on the throttle, and make up some of that gap. Running out of laps. Copy that. Yeah, it tends to do that. And we'll just sweep across. So you got to be. I was there. I don't know why you're turning in. Oof. Run.
Final lap.
Oh, ADI, you're going to be my pick. I'm going to get that gap to the guys behind me. Thank you. Probably still finished 10th. Yep. Didn't quite get the gap I needed. But that is, so 30:54. So 63 laps might be a smidgen high. It might be, but at that point it's like we're talking a couple of laps. So, but that is Eaglerock Speedway in NASCAR. It's a lot of laps. So, with that, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. God, no, I'm off a day. It's Monday. I'm not working. I'm off until the end of the year. So, I hope you guys are having a good holiday break. We'll see you on Thursday night. Happy racing.